Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James, where I do what I want, when I want, and today I want to get into a very interesting, spicy topic, which is how to attract love using your Venus sign and where you may attract this person of interest in your life. Now, I'll also probably get into like what each sign's love language may or may not be, and yeah, so let's get into it. So now, before I do get into it though, I want to explain how this video is going to go, because I'm first going to get out the sign, and then I'm also going to relate that to the house that your Venus sign could be in. So you're going to need to watch two things. You're going to need to watch the Venus in the sign part that I express, and then wherever your Venus in the house that I explain will be in a different part of the video, and you'll just have to skip to that part of the video to find out where you may attract your partner. Okay, so let's get into it. So with Venus in Aries is going to mean that your Venusian attracting abilities is going to be caught up and more being transmuted into the area of Mars, Martian energy, which means is that you are going to have to be someone that initiates. You're going to have to be someone that you can't sit back and be coy, because to be quite honest, people are going to probably feel that you are not interested in them, because you're going to give off a very independent aura. You're going to give off a very, I don't need a man, I don't need a woman, I'm good on my own, boss bitch, independent energy. And so you're going to need to work against that in a way that if you see someone you like, you are going to have to initiate. You're going to have to go up to them and be like, hey, what's up? I'm feeling you, and like put the charm on. You being a Venus in Aries, you've been given the gift of being very charming and very confident. And so you need to use that confidence and that charm to woo the person of your interest. With Venus in Aries, it's going to be like the gift of conquest and winning the conquest. You are going to need to be the pursuer or the pursuant, and you're going to have to, like, you know, lay on the riz, put on the charm for the person of interest that you like. And it is in you initiating and being the very confident, independent person that you are, pursuing the person, that's gonna make people go, ooh, like, that's sexy. I love how confident that person is. Your confidence is your attracting force when it comes to love. So do not sit back. I know that let me close this window. I know that for you, as maybe a Venus in Aries, you probably are always thinking like, damn, like, when is the perfect person for me gonna come? And I know in your mind, you're like, the perfect person for me is gonna be the one person in the room that's not gonna be afraid to come up to me and lay on the charm and lay on the riz. But I'm letting you know right now, you have a very strong aura, in the sense that people aren't gonna wanna bother you, if that makes sense. You have a very intimidating aura about you, and not in a bad way. It just means that you are a leader, and people see you as someone that's confident and that's a leader, and they want you to take the lead, especially when it comes to love if Venus is in Aries. So use that energy to your advantage. Now, this is also going to be someone that probably loves to give acts of service. Like, you are someone that either gives acts of service or loves acts of service being inflicted on you. That's a love language of yours. Or I could see a really big love language of a Venus in Aries being physical touch. Physical touch is probably something that will really, like, you just melt. You're like, oh yes, touch me again, you know? So this is also going to be someone that okay, so now with Venus in the first house, because Aries rules the first house, for my Venus in the first housers, if your Venus is in the first house, no matter what sign you are, this is going to be how you attract your, it'll be where you'll meet your partner. So now, it's so funny that even though Venus in Aries and Venus in the first house are ruled by the same sign, this is going to show up differently, because Venus is going to be on your ascendant, which means that you are going to be in a more receptive energy if your Venus is in the first house. And this is going to mean that for you, you're probably just going to be minding your business one day, and that person is going to approach you. They are going to approach you. The person of interest that you will probably meet in your life, they are going to approach you. And I also wouldn't leave things up to chance fully and just say, okay, well, this guy on YouTube said that, you know, the person that will be mine will approach me. I wouldn't like just leave it to that. I will say you have a very high probability of people probably making the moves on you, and you being a very attractive person, so people come to you. But if you see that people are not coming up to you, because your Venus in the first house could be in a sign that isn't so receptive, right? So you may have to go after that person. So don't just like rely on that, but I am quite certain that if you have Venus in the first house in a different sign than Aries, then you are going to be someone that your partner or your marriage partner, the person you end up with, is going to approach you. And I'm sure in your previous relationships, you have found that all of your partners approached you. They put the rizzle on you. They pursue you. Like, it's whenever you put Venus on the ascendant, it means the world is inflicting things on you. You know, it's how people see you, how the world interacts with you. So yeah. Now, so with Venus in Taurus or Venus in the second house, Venus in Taurus is going to be someone that attracts people and wins people over, or your love interest over, in the way of being very consistent and very persistent with the person of interest. Now, this isn't going to be someone that woos people over very easily or suddenly or instantly. It's not going to be an instant attraction with you, Venus in Taurus. You are going to be the person that is always there, that like when your person of interest thinks of you, they go, wow, you know, that person, I should just give that person a chance because that person is always by my side. That person's always texting me good morning. That person's always wishing me a good night. That person is always there when I need somebody to talk to, like, or they come over when I'm having a hard time. It will be you being a very steady figure in someone's life, and you probably being very consistent in someone's life. You know, like, I'd say that if you were to date someone, I would really, really try to be consistent and persistent. That is gonna be the name of the game for you as a Venus in Taurus, is try to be someone that people can depend on, or build a rapport with people that they just know, okay, wait, this person is not playing with me. This person is texting me every morning. This person wants to know what I like to eat, like what I like to do, and like this person is showing up for me in physical reality, and like really just is very consistent. You're not wishy-washy. Like, it's not about the games with you. It's not about like, okay, I'm hot on this way, I'm cold today. No, be persistent and consistent with whoever you like, and I promise you, you will woo the pants off of anyone. And this is in regards to all leagues. You know, like, I think that with Venus and Taurus, you being very persistent with someone that you probably feel is too out of your league or too this or too that, you could probably woo that person because you're going to be that one person in their life that shows them that, A, you're not joking around. Like, you're trying to build a really solid foundation with this person. You're really taking the time to get to know this person. You are, again, I don't know what it keeps ringing in my mind, but Venus and Taurus just gives me the vibes of someone that you date who's very solid emotionally, and they are always texting you in the morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And from that person's like, damn, like, this person is really wearing all my defenses down. I didn't think I liked this person at first, but what I do like and what I do appreciate is that this person is always like checking up on me and like trying to date me, you know, like that is what's gonna woo your person over. So I would really try being consistent and persistent. So now with Venus in the second house, if you have Venus in the second house, this for me is gonna mean that you probably are gonna meet your person of interest or your soulmate. You're probably gonna meet them through your childhood home or friends or like your family. They're probably gonna be like a family friend or somebody that your aunt introduces you to, or maybe you go home for the summer and you reconnect with a high school friend or someone that your family knows. You know, like they're gonna be someone that has always been around, but you probably didn't even think of them in that light, you know? So I would call up my mom, I would call up my dad, I would call up my brothers and sisters from back home and be like, hey, is there anyone single from back home like that, like has been asking about me? And I'm pretty sure your mom probably has someone that's praying for you, or your dad, you know, whatever. But try that, Venus in the second house. Also, with Venus in the second house, I would also say that another attracting force for you, Venus and Taurus, would to go on really nice dates. Go on really nice dates with really good, like go to a nice steakhouse with good wines and like good seafood pairings and pasta pairings and wine pairings and cheese pairings, and like just you taking someone on a very comfortable, luxurious date would woo someone over. Like, and I don't mean you gotta drop a lot of money, I just mean go on a date and show someone what you would eat and what you would do. And like, I'm pretty sure with you having Venus in Taurus, you know the best of the best places to eat and to go to. And once you invite someone in that world, they will literally fall in love with you. So try that. Try that as one of your attracting forces. And also, I'd say that your love language as a Venus in Taurus would probably be receiving gifts or giving gifts, and probably most likely quality time. Like, those love languages for you are, I'm sure those are your love languages. So yeah. Now with Venus in Gemini is going to be ruled by Mercury, and this is going to mean that your Venusian energy is going to be transmuted through a very mercurial lens. And so you are going to be someone that, you know, you have the gift of gab. I'm sure that if you just talk your face off with whoever you are interested in, and you lay on that like intellectual charm that you have, and you're just very witty and charismatic in your speech and your communication, you will win anyone over with the way you speak. I'm sure you have a very lovely voice. I'm pretty sure you probably have a voice that people are just like, you sound so sexy. You probably can sing. I would probably sing or send, I would send voice notes over to my person of interest if I had Venus in Gemini. I wouldn't text. I would either, you know, say, hey, I prefer a phone call or a FaceTime, or, you know, just send voice notes. Your voice is very like, you carry Venus within your voice. So communicate, be overly communicative to the point where people are like, wow, like, you know, I just love talking to you. Like, and that is what is gonna woo your person over or attract people to you, through your voice or your singing voice, or just you talking or relaying the ideas that you have in your head to someone else. So when you go on a date, be very intellectual. Be your, I don't want to say nerdy, but be your very, you know, curious, intellectual, nerdy self, and like, let that part of you shine, because I promise you that's when Venus will come out to play and put on her attracting forces, so that the person across from you falls in love with you. You know, like, really talk, and, you know, get online and like express yourself. Just talk about whatever under the sun. I'm sure you'll find that people find you very attractive when you are speaking, because I'm sure you can talk your way out of anything, and I'm sure you can speak your way into anyone's heart. And so do that and use that. And now, if you have Venus in the third house, Venus in the third house is going to mean that you're probably going to meet someone within your neighborhood. So at your local bodega, or, you know, at your corner grocery store, or, you know, I would say call up your brothers and sisters and ask if they have anyone for you. You know, like, you're probably gonna meet them through your brothers and sisters, or in your local neighborhood. Like, go take a yoga class in your local yoga studio. Go try that, or take a fitness. Yeah, do that, and I promise your person will turn up. And like, try to find a way where you can communicate. If you are a woman, I don't know why I want to say this, but if you are a woman and you have Venus in Gemini, do not play coy. Don't do that. Don't play the shy butterfly. Oh, what? No, be the one that's like, okay, so what do you like? Like, okay, well, I like this, and I've learned that, and I heard that this on Google, and that. Be smart. Be you. Be your communicative self, like you would with a friend, and I promise you that person across from you will fall in love with you when you just open your mouth and really communicate to the best of your abilities. And I know your ability is quite high. So I'm sure with you, Venus and Gemini, a love language of yours is gonna be words of affirmation. You're gonna love words of affirmation. Words of affirmation for you are going to just be your alma mater. They're gonna be the thing that get you, you know? And be careful with that, because sometimes people can say things and not mean them, but that's a whole nother story. I'm just getting into your love language, and I think that your love language would be words of affirmation, either giving it or receiving it. But I think that you probably give it. Like, you love to give words of affirmation, give praise, like, oh my God, babe, like, you're just so beautiful, you're so handsome, like, babe, you're the apple of my eye. Like, I think that you just have that riz or that charm when you speak. And so words of affirmation is what gets the people going for you. Now, with Venus in Cancer or Venus in the fourth house, you are gonna be someone that probably, you know, For Venus in Cancer, I'd say you are going to be someone that your Venusian energy is going to be best utilized in a very lunar way, meaning that for you, Venus only comes out to play when you show that very caring, emotional, and nurturing side to you. You are gonna attract people the best by being that person that people can come to and relay their emotions to. If you could be someone that, you know, is always supportive of people, or if, and this could be, you could have a very psychic nature about you as well, but this is gonna play as two ways, because you can be very magnetic, but people aren't gonna probably know how to approach you or best handle that energy, because it's in a lunar sign, and lunar is very like, it's on and off, you know, it's like people can see you, but there's a mystery to you, right? Like, so you're gonna need to open up a little bit, and you're gonna need to like show people that warm, gushy center about you, and just really be someone on, okay, so say you finally got on your date, right? Or you are on a date, and on that date, what I want you to do is I want you to talk about your feelings. I want you to talk about the other person's feelings. I want you to talk about, you know, the ins and outs of feelings. Ask about someone's mental health, and give them advice based on your best ability. And I'm sure from that, someone's gonna fall in love. They're gonna be like, oh my God, this person is the most nurturing, caring person on the planet, and I need this person around, because this person just like heals me. Like I can feel that this person just has the ability to like make me feel better and make me feel seen. You have that ability to make others feel seen with Venus in Cancer, and so do that on a date. Don't be afraid of like, oh my God, is this the first date? Is this too soon? No, like ask people about their childhood upbringing and how it made them feel, and like just always ask people how they feel. I promise you that's not something that a lot of the other signs can do or will do, or people do in general, but ask someone how they feel. You know, once they get to the table, be like, hey, like you look beautiful today, but like how are you feeling? Like how are you feeling really? Like, and that's gonna make your Venus in Cancer come out to play, and it's gonna make that person across from you fall in love with you. If you just get on that emotional wavelength with people and wanting to know how they are feeling. Now, your love language is probably gonna be like quality time or acts of service, because you are the mother. This is gonna be like a bit of a mothering Venusian way, and so I'd say that your love language is quality time, spending quality time with the person that you like and or love, and yeah, and I said another one, quality time, and I forgot, but yeah, just scroll back and you'll know what I said. Now, you would be, okay, Venus in the 4th house. Now, Venus in the 4th house is gonna mean that you are gonna either meet your person through your mother, like your mother probably is gonna wanna set you up, or like an arranged marriage in some kind of way, where your mom's like, oh, I have this boy for you, he lives down the street, like, you know, we're gonna put you in this arranged marriage. Or you're gonna meet someone like at your home, like maybe your doorman has a crush on you, or maybe your mailman comes to your home every day and like he's giving you the eye, and like things like that. Like it's gonna be, you're gonna meet someone at your home, like maybe you're gonna have a housewarming party or a birthday party at your place, or maybe you're having friends over and they bring a friend over, but you're gonna meet someone at a home, in your home specifically, because that's I see energy, or at someone's home. So yeah, you're gonna meet someone in someone's home for sure, for certain. Yeah. Now with Venus in Leo, this is my favorite sign. Now Venus in Leo, you are gonna attract people just by being yourself, by you getting gussied up, by you getting glammed up and gussied up, and like going in the mirror, putting on your best outfit like you normally do, because I'm sure with Venus and Leo, whether someone's looking or not, whether you're at home or not, you are glamour to the T. Like if you look up glamour in the dictionary, Venus and Leo is in there somewhere. So if you just get like dressed up and you go out and you're having fun and you're out on the scene, that's what's gonna attract people to you, and that's how you're gonna make your Venusian energy attract people to you, because you're gonna be someone that is very magnetic in that way, that you are living life, you're carefree, you're fun, you look good, you're living life, you want the best things in life, and you're just here to have a good time, you know? So I would suggest that for you, it's probably very easy. Like, my Venus and Leos, I'm sure you don't even need this video, because like for you going out and just being you just attract people like that, left and right. Like, this is very much like celeb vibes and celeb energy, and just like people love you right off the bat because you are so full of life and so full of energy, and you look good while you do it. So continue to do you, go out, have fun, do your thing, and I am sure you will have no problem attracting people. Now, but if you are a little bit new and you're like, wait, I don't know what I'm talking blah, blah, blah. Now, when you are on a date, this is what I would say you should do. Have fun. Yeah, just have fun. Like, joke around, like let that inner child come out during your dates, and I bet like the person across from you is gonna fall in love with you. They're like, wow, this person's just so full of life. Like, they just feel like sunshine, you know, they're always smiling, and like they're just having fun, and like they want to go on the Ferris wheel, they want to go to the theme parks, they're a lover of life. Be a lover of life when you go out. Like, you know, I think a lot of people get Leo confused with like, you know, just looks and stuff like that, but Leo is the inner child. You know, it's the sun, and it's that inner child. It's playful, it's fun, it's carefree, and a real evolved Leo isn't all about them, it's all about us and how we can have fun. How can we have the most fun? That right there, if you think of it like that, like how on this date can I provide the most fun, the most jokes, the best atmosphere? And I bet the person across from you is gonna be like, wow, this person is just so much fun, so carefree, like I love this person, like when can we go on the next date? Like, just have fun, and I promise people are gonna like fall in love with you. That's how you're gonna attract people to your yard. Now, if you have Venus in the 5th house, well, before I get into Venus in the 5th house, your love language, Venus and Leos, is going to be probably receiving gifts. You're gonna love gifts, and you are also going to be someone that probably loves physical touch as well. Like, just touch me, like adore me, worship me. Like, you're gonna be like that. So yeah. Now, with Venus in the 5th house, Venus in the 5th house is gonna mean that you are probably gonna meet your person while you're out on the town in nightlife. You know, like while you are out with your friends at the club, at the bar, at a restaurant, like you just being out, whatever you do for fun, like it doesn't even have to be at a bar or a restaurant. It could be a hobby of yours. So say you like painting, and one day you and your friends go out for a painting sip or something like that. Or say you like cooking and you go take a cooking class. Like, it's gonna be something you do that is a hobby of yours, that you're gonna meet that person while you're doing it, and or it's gonna be something that like you'll find that person, or that person will find you while you are out having fun. So whatever that is to you, it could be nightlife, painting, cooking shops, whatever you deem fun, as long as you are not hiding away. Like, you are with Venus in the 5th house, you're not gonna be someone that attracts someone in your like at home. Like, no, you need to be out. You're gonna need to be out and having fun and letting that sense about you shine, and then that's when you're gonna attract someone, is when you're out having fun. Now, with Venus in Virgo, Venus in Virgo is gonna be someone that, you know, you're going to attract your person, or your Venusian attracting forces are going to be best utilized when you are someone that is helping and of service to others. Like, I feel like you're gonna be like, think of it like this, like you're probably like that vet that everyone has a crush on, because you just love to care for animals and care for people's animals in the neighborhood, and people have a crush on you, and they're like, oh my, like that, like, if that makes sense. So I would say what I would do is, as a Venus in Virgo, if I were a Venus in Virgo, what I do to attract the person of interest is I would say, hey, like, do you want me to come over? Like, I would love to come over and like cook for you or something like that. And like, while you're cooking, maybe you help them organize their closet, or maybe you help them like get their routine or their life together in some way, shape, or form. Your Venusian energy is gonna come in the way of service. So when you take someone and you say, hey, let me help you, like, let me fix your air conditioner, let me walk up these boxes for you, let me, and I know that's kind of like, ugh, why? Like, Venus and Virgo, like, really, that's my attracting force, is to help people? But yeah, it kind of is. It's like when you lend that helping hand to that person or the person of interest, like, you're going to attract someone. Like, that's how you attract, is through you being a very, like, a helping hand to others, and people are gonna fall in love with that. They're gonna be like, oh my god, like, he's the most, or she is the most, like, she just wants to fix my life. Like, this person just wants to fix my life, and I love that. I want to marry this person because I know that if I'm with this person is going to set me up for success, like that. Like, so with the Venus in Virgo, just help. And I'm sure you do that regularly with Venus in Virgo, but really help people, and like help the person of interest specifically. Like, if you like someone, really try to infiltrate their life and try to like organize their closet, or say, hey, like, can I come over, and like try to clean for them or organize something for them. Like, just do something for someone, and that is how you are going to attract people. Now, your love language is probably going to be quality time and acts of service. You are going to be that person, again, that is just like helping your partner. You are going to help your partner, and you are going to be that person that probably cooks your partner coffee, like, or makes your partner coffee, or, you know, like with Venus in the 6th house now. Venus in the 6th is going to give the energy of, you're gonna find your person while you're probably at the gym, or while you're at a veterinarian's office, or probably at work. Like, you're probably gonna meet your person at work, but more so I wanna say, like, go to a fitness class. Go for a jog. You might bump into them jogging or something like that, like, or at work probably. Like, in your daily routines, I know that's very vague, right? Like, oh, you're gonna meet them during your day, like whatever your daily routine is. But if I can make that a little bit more clearer for you and less vague, I'd say you'd probably meet them while you're getting your daily tasks done. So while you're probably shopping for groceries, or while you're working out at the gym, or at a fitness class, like that, like or you know, on your way home from work, you're gonna meet that person on the subway, like things like that. Like, you're gonna meet this person in your day-to-day, like while you're trying to get your shit done. And you're probably like, this is probably the worst time to meet somebody, but like, I gotta be here, I gotta be on this plane, I gotta be on this train, and they're gonna be like, wait, but can I have your number? You know, like that. So yeah. Now with Venus in Libra, this is in her home sign, and your Venetian attractive qualities are gonna be best displayed or best utilized when you are just connecting with people. You know, like, I feel like you're gonna meet someone through someone, or like you're gonna be out on the town and you're gonna be socializing, and you're gonna be talking to someone, and then this person's gonna meet you to that person, and it's like that. Like, Venus in Libra, you're gonna be someone who, by you just being very graceful and beautiful and fair and diplomatic, and you know, your very Librian self, you're gonna attract someone. So what I would say is, you know what I would do if I was a Venus in Libra person, is that while I was on a date, or if I was dating someone, what I would do is I would go like this. I would say, hey babe, like, I know we've only been dating for a week or whatever, but I would love if the next time we go on a date, I treat you to this meal. You know, like, you treated me last time, can I treat you to this meal next time? Like that. Like, when you strike up a deal and you try to you even the playing field, and you show someone that, like, it's tit for tat with you, like, you're not looking for someone to always be picking up the slack or always doing that. When you fulfill your end of the bargain and you make it 50-50, that's when someone's gonna be like, oh my god, wait, this woman called me and she told me, can she treat me? Like, the person may decline, and that's their own prerogative, but it's just the thought that counts, that is gonna make someone go, wow, this person is so just thoughtful. Like, I've never had a woman or a person say, can they pick up the tab next time, or if you're like, hey babe, like, I chose the restaurant this time, is there a restaurant that you like, that you would like to go to? Like, I would love to see what you do. Like, like that. You see how it's like leveling the playing field, or it's like, okay, I did this time, now you do that this time. That's what's gonna make your very Venetian forces in Libra come alive, and your Venus in Libra, your love language is probably going to be quality time with people. You are probably also going to love acts of service or gift giving. Like, I feel like for a Venus in Libra, all the love languages is your language. Like, anyone that you can get, you're like, can I pick all 5, please? Like, can I pick all 5? That's gonna be your love language is that you like them all. You love acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, giving gifts, receiving gifts. You like them all. Like, you love all the love languages with Venus and Libra. Now, with Venus in the 7th, Venus in the 7th is going to mean that you're going to meet your person while you're out having a party, or while you're out with friends, or while you're out just socializing. You're going to meet someone while you're out and about and socializing. That person's going to come to you and be like, oh my God, you, like, what's your name? What's your life? What's your thing? What's your deal? And can I be a part of it? Like, you're going to meet someone while you are out socializing. Okay, so now with Venus in Scorpio is going to be, or Venus in the 8th, is going to be someone that, okay, now this is a little bit of a tricky one, because for you with Venus in Scorpio, you are going to be someone that your love nature is kind of really hidden. You know, you're gonna have a very mysterious aura about you, and it is in you being very mysterious and very, you know, locked away, that people are gonna be like, wait, what's going on with you? You know, so I would say continue to do what you're doing, continue to be your mysterious, very vague, aloof self, and people are gonna be attracted to you. Now, Scorpio is one of the most magnetic energies that there is in the zodiac. So with Venus in Scorpio, you're going to be someone that is very attractive just right off the bat. You're not gonna really need to do much. You're gonna have this alluring quality to you, or this sexual quality to you, that people just are gonna be like, wait, I wanna talk to this person, you know? And the more, I wanna say the more aloof you are, will be the more attractive you are to others, or the more, how you attract people the best. Now, with that, okay, so now I would say that your love language, Venus in Scorpio, this is really hard, because with Venus in Scorpio, I always make the joke that wherever Scorpio is, people just don't know because they want it that way. Like, even astrologers are like, look, when we get to that Scorpio/8th house, it's just a big shoulder shrug. But anyway, your love language is probably gonna be acts of service. You're probably gonna love people to do things for you, or words of affirmation. That's gonna be a big one for you, because I can see you being very, sometimes, I don't wanna say paranoid, but I'm gonna use the word paranoid for a lack of a better word, but you're gonna need reassurance from people that what you are feeling is valid, what they are feeling is valid, that they're still in this, like, everything's good, everything's gravy. Like, you're gonna need someone to really be like, hey, like, I love you, you're still the apple of my eye, I'm still in this with you. Like, that's what you need from people. So yeah, I want to say that. Now, with Venus in the 8th house, you are going to meet your person when you are probably in the midst of transformation. And I know that's like, wait, what? Huh? But like, yeah, you're gonna meet someone when you are like, when you're like transforming. Like, okay, so like this. So say you lost a job, right? And like you're in between jobs, and like this one job you had before was like a big job, and then the next job coming up, or yeah, in between jobs or in between blessings. You know, when you're in that weird space in life where when you were doing one thing and now you're on the way to doing another, that's when you're gonna meet your partner. Or you're gonna meet people, you're always gonna meet people who are in that place in their life as well. Like, that's also what I can see, is that you always are coming in where this person was someone and now they're transforming to be someone else, or they lost their job, or this person's dying, or they're moving, or like, you always meet people when they are in the midst of transformations. And so I wouldn't say that it's a set place. For you, Venus in the 8th, I'd say this is a set time. I could also say that there's a place. Okay, so with Venus in the 8th, I'd also say that you are gonna meet people in a very taboo place, like maybe a strip club or like somewhere that people don't go quite often, you know, somewhere that people in society kind of go, y'all met where? Like, okay, freaks. Like, oh, I know what y'all be doing. Like that. Like, you're gonna meet someone somewhere where people don't go often, and it's very like kind of taboo or like sexual or nightlife. I could see you guys meeting in nightlife or like at a club or a rave or something like that. You know, like, yeah, something very like, maybe like, okay, something like this. I could see it being like something like this. Like, I met this person at their home and we were just gonna hook up. Like, it just started out as a hookup, but it turned into something more like that. You see how it's like, how you met was initially like all about sex, but then it's not somewhere that everybody goes and it's kind of taboo. It's like, wait, you mean to tell me that you guys weren't dating, you were meeting to hook up? Like, what? You see? So yeah. Now, moving on. Venus in Sag, Venus in Sagittarius, or Venus in the 9th house. This is going to mean that you are going to be someone that probably attracts people by being very adventurous. I say that if you show your very adventurous streaks on your dates, if you show your very scholastic, collegiate, intellectual side on your dates, or your very philosophical side on your dates, and you pull that part out of you, people are going to fall in love with you. That's how you're going to woo the person across the table from you. And if you really just show that very like world-traveled man of philosophy, woman of philosophy, woman of truth, man of truth side to yourself, that's what's going to get people on your side in the love nature. You know, you're going to be someone that is really attractive when you bring out that philosophical side, when you are someone that is very adventurous or, you know, very spontaneous, or someone who upholds the truth. You know, I really try to, if I was on a date, if I was a Venus in Sag, what I would do is, if I were dating someone, I would say, hey, do you want to go like whitewater rafting with me? Do you want to go on this short trip? Like, it could be a short trip. Go somewhere like, so say you live in New York, go to like Long Island, go to the Hamptons, like travel. Do something where you're traveling for a date, or being very adventurous and fun, or very active, and that's gonna woo your partner. And I would also try to sprinkle in, you know, what you know about life and what you know about the world. Like, be very philosophical. Like, send your person of interest maybe like shower thoughts or a Reddit article, or like, just be very smart and very like cerebral. Be very cerebral in the way that you want to communicate the philosophies that you've learned about life, and that is going to be so attractive to people. They're gonna be like, oh, this person's the most philosophical person ever. This person knows everything about everyone and everything about everywhere. Like, this, where has this person not gone? You know, show that side to yourself, and show that very honorable side too as well. Be very honest and let people know that you are an honest character and that you value honesty, and that's also going to be something that people very like value about you and find attractive about you. So try that. Now with you are going to be someone that probably, for your love language, you're going to be someone that loves words of affirmation, giving words of affirmation, and probably quality time. And if that quality time could be, again, traveling around the world, OMG, sign me up, where's the ring? That's gonna be you, Venus in Sag. Now, with Venus in the 9th house, I say that you're gonna meet your person at church, through your father, or while you're traveling. I would say try to do all those things. If you could do all those things combined, if you could take your dad with you on a plane to India and go meditate in a temple, I guarantee you will meet your partner. Guaranteed. If you do those 3 things, you will meet your partner. Now that is how you alchemize the universe to work for you. Venus in the 9th, I'm taking my dad with me, we're getting on a plane, we're going to India, and we're gonna go to one of these shrines or temples, and I bet the universe is like, wow, is this person a magician? Like, what? This person has all the elements that I need in order to give this person a partner. Boom. There you go, right there. So now with moving on. Now, Venus in the 10th, or Venus in Capricorn, you are going to be someone that, you know, for you, Venus in Capricorn, how will you attract? I would say you are the daddy or the sugar mama of the zodiac as far as as far as the Venus signs go. And so what I would say is be daddy, be sugar mama on your dates. You know, go to an expensive restaurant, pick up the bill, pick up the tab, like show off that you are successful, that you got it going on, and that you're willing to share this. Like, don't be that person that is like, oh, like I got it going on and what. No, like be willing to share that and offer that as your token of love. Like, I feel like for you, right off the bat, what I think of with Venus and Capricorn, that your love language is probably going to be giving gifts. Like, you're probably gonna want to love to shower your partner with gifts, or you're gonna be someone that loves to receive gifts as well. But I would say that if you're dating someone, what I would do is I would really try to show off that Capricornian flair as far as like, you know, hey, I got this, let me pick up the tab, like, or something very like, take them to a nice restaurant, or, you know, take them to one of the restaurants that you love to go to, and that's going to be very attractive to someone, because that's when Venus is going to be best able to showcase her attractive forces, is when you are doing Capricornian things, you know, like show that you got your bills paid, and that you got it together, and that you got it going on, that you're successful. And for most people that would probably come off as bragging, but for you, because Venus is there, it's going to give that air of like, it's going to put that thing over someone's face where normally they see that as a bragging, like, oh, this person just talks about how they got it going on. But for you, it's going to be, wow, this person's got it going on, and like they got this and they got that and they got the 401k, like, wow, like, you see what I'm saying? Because Venus is there, so it's going to make that Capricornian flair be well received. And so use that to your advantage. You know, I would also be someone that is very consistent and persistent on your dates. Whether you are a man or a woman, I want you to be someone that when you see someone and you are dating, try to be consistent, try to be persistent. Like, text them every morning, say good morning, say good night, ask them how their day was doing. If you are someone that is like working at this, like for you, Venus and Capricorn, there's going to be a level of work to your attracting people, you know. So don't be afraid to put in the work and the consistency to get the partner that you want, because it is in that work that the other person that you are trying to win over is gonna see, like, wow, this person is putting in the work for me, this person is not playing with me, like, this person is taking me so seriously, this person is trying to wine and dine me, and he's asking me how I'm doing, he's asking me every day, like, he's not waiting until 3 days, like, forget that. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be in that consistency that you're gonna woo someone over, because it's gonna make you stand out. It really is. So yeah, now with Venus in the 10th, what I'd say is that you're probably gonna meet your person at work, or the person of interest that you do attract will somehow, some way be working in the same field as you, or it's gonna give very like power couple vibes, like Beyonce, Jay-Z, you know, like where they're both in the industry, and by them coming together, it only made them more successful and more famous. So, or Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, like that's very Venus in 10th vibes. And I would also, if I'm have this memory correct, Kanye does have Venus in the 10th, and you see how his partner was Kim Kardashian, and she was a Libra. She's a Libra, and she's in the same field, and when they came together, it gave very much power couple vibes, and they ascended from there, you see? So yeah. Now, and I also wouldn't suggest like dating at work or hitting on your boss, but you probably will have very good luck at your job, or whatever you do through your career. Like, whatever you do through your career is what's gonna make people attracted to you. Like, whenever you're doing your job, that's when people are gonna go, wow, damn, that person's sexy. Like, whenever you're doing your job, like at work, you are hot to people. It could be your clients, it could be your coworkers, but when you're at work and you're working, people are gonna find that very attractive from you. Like, so I would say hit on people at your job, hit on your clients, hit on the customers. So now, With Venus in Aquarius or Venus in the 11th, you are going to be someone that, you know, with Venus in Aquarius, you're going to be a little bit aloof. You're going to like very strange and weird things, and that's not a bad thing. What I mean by that is that you're just going to love very unconventional relationships. You're probably going to be someone that like attracts, and your attractive forces are going to come out to play when you are being your very inventive, zany, quirky self. When you are your very like individualistic self, when you're that like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I want you to show up to your dates just as yourself. Like, when you show up just as yourself and you're just like, look, I'm gonna rock my purple hair and I don't give a damn who cares about it. Like, if this person can't get behind my purple hair, that means they're not for me. If you think like that, I promise you, that's what's gonna get people to be like, oh my God, I love this person with the purple hair. Oh my God, this person with the purple hair is so hot. Like, that is what's gonna be your thing. It's gonna be like in you owning your individuality and your quirkiness, that people are gonna be like, wow, that person's so sexy. Like, wow, I've never met a person like this in my life. Like, this person is one of a kind. It's gonna be that. Like, with Venus in Aquarius, you're gonna be someone that attracts people by you just being your authentic self. And your authentic self is going to be so strange and unconventional that's what's going to make you attractive. You know, it's going to, for some people, they can't get away with rocking purple hair. If they rock purple hair, they don't have Venus in Aquarius, so they're going to be like, people are going to be like, you need to change that. But when you wear your purple hair, people for some reason are like, oh my God, like, wow, like, when can we date? Like, oh my God, I would love to date you. Like, it's gonna be in that. So try to be your individualistic, futuristic, quirky, zany self, and I promise you, Venus in Aquarius, people are gonna fall in love with you, and that's how you're gonna really attract people. I would also say that you're gonna attract people by being a humanitarian. You know, if you stand for a cause, or you rally up people within your community to do something, like, that's also going to make you attractive. When you're doing things for the local community or for the people around you, like, for the better, that's what's going to make you very attractive while you're using that Aquarian energy. Yeah, now with Venus in the 11th, you're probably going to meet your partner later on in life. And you're probably also going to meet your partner while you're out doing things, and when you are getting your dreams fulfilled. Like, whatever you are dreaming of doing in your life, like, you're going to be, so say like this. So say you are a waiter at a job, right? And you're saying, you know what, in about 10 to 15 years, I want to be a writer, and I'm going to have my ducks in a row. I'm going to be a writer, and I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that. And when you achieve that, once you achieve that lifelong goal that you've had, that's when love is going to come. That's when that person is going to come, and you're going to meet that person probably through a friend, probably through a networking event. You're gonna meet this person through a friend of a friend. Like, you're gonna meet they're gonna be in the same community and the same spaces that you are in, and they're gonna be like doing the same things that you're doing, if that makes sense. Yeah. Now, with Venus in Pisces or Venus in the 12th, with Venus in Aquarius, your love language is probably going to be, God knows what that is. Like, your love language is probably going to be quality time or words of affirmation. I'd say words of affirmation, because you don't really need people to do much for you. Like, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now with Venus in Pisces or Venus in the 12th, you are going to be someone, you are going to attract people when you are being your very spiritual, godly, dreamy, mystical, creative self. When you show those qualities off with you, that's when you're going to be the most magnetic and hottest person in the room. When you show, oh my God, like, can I read your chart, or what's your sign, or hey, do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in God? Like when you show that part of you off, or when you're singing, or when you're creating or playing the guitar, when you show that part of you off to people or to your person of interest, that's when you're gonna allow your Venusian attractive forces to come out to play, you know, because with Venus being in Pisces, you're gonna be doing Piscean things. When you are someone that is very sacrificial, or, you know, you're like, okay, let me help you, let me see what's wrong with you, like when you're just very, let me pray for you, like whenever you are your Piscean self, that's when your Venus is going to come out to play, and it's going to make people very attracted to you. So what I would say is go on a dance, go to dance class, go on a I want to say a yoga class, but I want to do something a little bit more fun with Venus and Pisces. I would say go to a concert, or do something that you both can play around in and get lost in and be dreamy in, and like play a guitar in, like go on that for a first date. Like do something that showcases that creative spiritual energy that you have, and include someone in that life. And like I promise, people go, oh my god, this person is the most creative, lovable person ever. This person is like an angel. This person is so mystical and magical. Like if you include someone on, maybe go crystal shopping for a first date, or you know, go to a psychic shop, or go dancing, or you know, something like that. Like that's what's gonna make people go, wow, this person's just so different and like tapped in and mystical, and they know so much about the universe. Like I could talk to this person all day. This person just feels psychic. Like wow, my Venus in Pisces is just so special. Like that's what's gonna make that's how you're gonna attract the most and the best when you are using that. Now with Venus in Pisces, your love language is probably going to be, acts of service, like when people do things for you, and it's also going to be words of affirmation. You know, I think that with Venus and Pisces, you can probably imagine a lot of things, and you probably need someone to say, hey, this is what this is, and I still feel this way about you. Don't get worried, don't get, you know, scared. Like I still like you, I still love you, I still want to be with you. And that's what's going to make it a love language for you. Now when you have Venus in the 12th house, I'd say that you are going to meet your partner in a faraway land. You know, like probably you're gonna meet your person while you're traveling, or while you're gone. You know, like it's not gonna be in the location you were born in. It's gonna be in a faraway land, or it's gonna be at a church, or it's gonna be like on a spiritual retreat, like that for sure. A spiritual retreat, you're gonna meet your partner for sure. So try that. Like try to congregate around those places and see what happens. So yeah, that was my Venus through the sign series, and how to attract using those signs and houses, and where you attract in your physical love natures and whatnot. Remember, I do birth chart readings, love readings, career destiny readings, any reading that you could possibly have. I'm sure the stars have a message and a solution for you, and I would be honored to relay the message to you. So without further ado, my name is Jupiter James, and I will see y'all on the next video. Y'all have a great day. Bye.